Hello students. Today we will going to start with the third part of Ranga marriage. Up till now we have completed when Ranga met the narrator Shyama, and with so much respect he just greeted the narrator in a very respectful manner. Next, the narrator will going to tell you the character of Ranga. So from here we have to start. I must draw your attention to this aspect of Ranga's character. He knew when it would be to his advantage to talk to someone and rightly assess people's worth. As for his namaskara to me, he did not do it like any present day boy, with his head up towards the sun, standing stiff like a pole, without joint, jerking his body as if it was either a wand or a walking stick. Nor did he merrily fold his hand. He just bent low to touch my feet. May you get married soon, I said, blessing him. After exchanging a few pleasantries, I left. So, students, here the narrator is saying that Ranga was very well behaved and well aware to who could benefit him. Right? He was the one. So he was the one of those who could analyze someone's worth rightfully, right? So here the narrator is telling that he didn't greet like other boys. He just bent low and touched my feet and seeking his blessings. Means he just touched narrator feet, and after touching narrator feet, he just give him the blessing. So here the narrator wants to tell that it was not like a present day namaskara where children would just do it casually. It was with a proper tradition one. So afterwards what happened, the narrator, he just blessed him and blessed with that he should get married soon, and then afterwards he left. Coming to the next paragraph, that afternoon when I was resting, Ranga came to my house with a couple of oranges in his hand. A generous, considerate fellow. Considerate is concerned, right? It would be fine things to have him marry, settle down, and be of service to society, I thought. For a while we talked about this and that, then I came to the point. Rangappa, when you plan to get married? So what happened that afternoon, Ranga, he just visited the author with few oranges. And the narrator thought it was quite thoughtful of him. So the narrator warned that Ranga should get married soon, right? Especially get married to a girl who is suitable to him. So what happened after like few words, means after few conversations, the narrator directly asks Ranga about his views on getting married. So here you will going to know what are his views. I am not going to get married now, he said. So here Ranga said that I'm not interested in married right now. Why not? I need to find the right girl. So here he is telling his own perception that I'm not interested, and until and unless if I will not going to find the right girl, I will not going to marry. I know an officer who got married only 6 months ago. So here he is giving an example of an officer who just got married 6 months ago. He is about 30 and his wife is 25, as I'm told. So he is telling that he is 30 and his wife is 25, as I knew. They were able to talk lovingly to each other. So here the Ranga is saying to narrator that they used to talk lovingly, they used to have good conversation, they used to understand, their compatibility is good, right? Let's say I married a very young girl. She may take my words spoken in love as spoken in anger. So here he's saying that just think if I marry to a girl who is very young. So definitely she would take my words as in an anger manner, or she will not going to understand what I mean to say. So here recently, a troupe in Bangalore staged the play Shakuntala. There is no question of Dushyant falling in love with Shakuntala if she were young, like the present day brides. Is there? What would have happened to Kalidas' play? If one get married, it should be to a girl who is mature. Otherwise, one should remain bachelor. That's why I am not marrying. So here he is saying that he even mentioned the love story of Shakuntala and Dushyant from Mahabharat, and that he would not have fallen in love with Shakuntala if she were too young. So in that case, Kalidas play also would have not existed. So that is why he intends on staying a bachelor till he finds the right girl. Is there any reason a man should marry a girl he admires? So here he's saying that I guess that I have given you a good reason for not getting married. Is there any other good reason? He started saying that a man should always marry the person whom he admires, whom he loves, whom he likes. What we have now are arranged marriages. Now what we are having nowadays, we are going for arranged marriages. How can one admire a girl with stain on one side of her face and wetness on the other, or so young that she doesn't even know how to bite her fingers? So here he is saying that how a person, a boy, can like a girl who even didn't knew how to drink milk. Mean that girl didn't knew how to drink milk. Mean she was like drinking by getting her face all wet, stains on her clothes, right? Or even so young that she even didn't know how to bite the fingers. One a neem fruit, the other a bitter gourd. So this is like saying that we used to say एक तो करेला ऊपर से नीम चढ़ा, right? Exactly, Ranga said, laughing. I was distressed that the boy who I thought would make a good husband had decided to remain a bachelor. So, afterwards, after listening Ranga views, the narrator became a bit upset that I thought that he will be, a good husband, and I have, think that he will going to marry a suitable girl, and now his perception is that he want to remain a bachelor. After chatting for a little longer, Ranga left. So after having conversation, he just left. I made up my mind right then that I would get him married, and from that day he decided that anything will happen. I will going to get him married soon. Now coming to the girl, now here the narrator is giving a description of that girl, Ratna. Rama Rao niece, she is Rama Rao niece, a pretty girl of 11, had come to stay with him. She was from a big town, she was from a city. So she knew how to play the veena and harmonium. So definitely she knew how to play musical instrument. She also had a sweet voice, so her voice is very soothing, her voice is very soft. Both her parents had died and her uncle had brought her home. So both her parents, mom and dad, they were no more. So like her uncle had brought her home. Ranga was just the boy for her and she the most suitable bride for him. So here the narrator, like what he thinks that Ranga is the best suitable boy for him and Ratna is more suitable bride for him. Means both Ranga and Ratna would make a great pair. since I was a frequent visitor to Rama Rao house. The girl was quite free with me. So the narrator was, frequent visitor. He used to go to Rama Rao place in a very regular basis. So the girl was open with narrator. I completely forgot to mention her name. Ratna it was. So now here he's saying to the readers that, oh, I forgot her name. Her name is Ratna. The very next morning, I went to their house and told Rama Rao wife, I will send some buttermilk for you. So next morning, he just went to Rama Rao house and he just told Rama Rao wife that I will going to, have some buttermilk. So just ask Ratna to come to my house and to fetch it. Ask Ratna to fetch it. Ranga came. It was a Friday, so she was wearing a grand sari. So it was the day of Friday, so maybe because of some religious thing or maybe just anything, right? She just wore sari. I told her to sit in my room and requested her to sing a song. So here what happened when she just came to narrator house, the narrator he just said to sit and to sing a song. I sent for Ranga, then he called Ranga also. While she was singing the song Krishnamurti in front of my eyes. So here he is saying that while she was, singing the Krishnamurti related to God, some song, right, in front of narrator's eyes, Ranga reached the door, and all of a sudden, at that time only, what happened? Ranga reached. He stopped at the threshold. He just stopped, means he didn't came inside the room, but he stopped at the entrance only. Threshold means it's like uh, you can say it's a bottom of a doorway from which people used to enter in a room. He didn't want the singing to stop. So he didn't want that the singing should stop, but was curious to see the singer. So when he listened that song, he was into so much with that song that he just stand there and he was just enjoying. His excitement was at top of the level. He was enjoying this song, and just because of curiousness, just because of curiosity, he was like eager to see the singer, that who is actually singing this song. It was so beautiful. Carefully he peeped in. He tried to look inside the room. The light into the room was blocked, and the light which was coming in the room from outside was definitely, if a person will stand there in the entrance of the door and from there the light is coming, then it will block if any one of them will going to stand. Ratna looked up and seeing a stranger there abruptly stopped. So what happened? All of a sudden Ratna, she just stopped singing because Ranga was stranger to Ratna.